If you're a coffee lover, what I'm about to share might make you rethink your morning routine. Coffee itself isn't the enemy. In fact, in many cases, it can be beneficial. But the way most people drink it every single day, that's where the real danger hides. And some of these mistakes are quietly increasing blood pressure, accelerating bone loss, damaging sleep, and even straining the heart, without you realizing it. Make sure you stay with me because the most dangerous mistake is the one almost everyone makes. Coffee is one of the most consumed beverages in the world. For many seniors, it's a ritual. It's comfort. It's energy. It's part of your identity. But here's what most people never consider. Coffee is powerful. It affects cortisol, blood sugar, hydration levels, mineral balance, heart rhythm, and sleep cycles. And when you combine that with aging, when the body becomes more sensitive, small mistakes start having much bigger consequences. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 fatal coffee mistakes people make every day. We'll go from the least harmful to the one that can seriously impact your heart and long-term health. Let's start with a mistake that seems completely harmless, but can quietly throw off your body's natural rhythm. 10. Drinking coffee immediately after waking up. The moment you open your eyes, your body naturally releases cortisol, your built-in alertness hormone. When you pour caffeine on top of that natural spike, you amplify stress hormones unnecessarily. Over time, this can disrupt your body's natural energy rhythm and make you more dependent on caffeine just to feel normal. You may think coffee is waking you up, but in reality, it may be training your body to crash harder later in the day. Many sleep researchers actually recommend waiting 60 to 90 minutes after waking before having your first cup. This allows cortisol to rise and fall naturally, so caffeine works with your body instead of against it. People who delay their coffee often report steadier energy and fewer mid-morning crashes. It's a small adjustment, but one that can dramatically change how your body responds to caffeine throughout the day. But timing isn't the only hidden issue with coffee. What's actually in your cup matters more than most people realize, which leads directly to the next mistake. 9. Using cheap, low-quality coffee. Not all coffee is created equal. Lower-quality beans are more likely to contain pesticide residues and mold toxins, known as mycotoxins. Over time, exposure to these compounds may contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, two major drivers of aging and chronic disease. If you drink coffee occasionally, this may not matter much, but if you're drinking multiple cups every single day, quality becomes far more important than most people realize. Another issue with low-grade coffee is how it's processed and stored. Beans that are poorly dried or stored in humid conditions are more likely to grow mold. This can affect not only health but also how your body reacts to caffeine, sometimes causing headaches or jitters. Choosing higher-quality beans, organic varieties, or freshly roasted coffee can significantly reduce these risks. However, even if your coffee beans are high quality, there's another simple habit that many coffee drinkers overlook, and it can affect circulation and energy levels. 8. Not drinking enough water with it. Coffee has a mild diuretic effect. While it doesn't cause severe dehydration, it can increase fluid loss, especially in older adults who already tend to have lower total body water. When hydration drops, blood can become slightly thicker, circulation becomes less efficient, and the heart may need to work harder to move blood throughout the body. This is why some people feel headaches, fatigue, or sluggishness after coffee. It's not always the caffeine. Sometimes it's simple dehydration. Many doctors recommend drinking a glass of water alongside your coffee or shortly afterward. This simple habit helps replace fluids and supports healthy circulation throughout the day. Proper hydration also helps kidneys filter waste more efficiently and supports stable blood pressure levels. But hydration isn't the only daily habit that can quietly sabotage the benefits of coffee. The time of day you drink it can have a surprisingly powerful effect on your body. 7. Drinking it too late in the day. Caffeine has a half-life of roughly 5 to 7 hours. That means the coffee you drink at 2 p.m. may still be circulating in your system at 9 p.m. Even if you fall asleep easily, caffeine can reduce deep sleep, the stage of sleep responsible for cellular repair, brain detoxification, and hormone balance. Poor deep sleep has been linked to memory problems, weakened immunity, higher blood pressure, and even increased plaque buildup in the arteries. Many people assume they are not sensitive to caffeine because they can still fall asleep. But sleep quality and sleep depth can still be affected even when you don't notice it. Over weeks or months, this reduction in restorative sleep can slowly drain energy, increase inflammation, and worsen overall health. But sleep disruption isn't the only way coffee habits can affect your health. What many people add to their coffee can be even more damaging. 6. Pairing coffee with high sugar additions. Flavored creamers, syrups, whipped toppings, and sweetened coffee drinks can quickly transform coffee into a hidden sugar bomb. These additions can spike insulin, increase triglycerides, and contribute to visceral fat, the dangerous type of fat most strongly linked to heart disease. Many people blame coffee itself for jitters or energy crashes, when the real culprit is the sugar roller coaster created by these additives. Some specialty coffee drinks contain as much sugar as a dessert. Over time, frequent blood sugar spikes can increase the risk of insulin resistance and metabolic problems. This is one reason many nutrition experts recommend keeping coffee simple and avoiding highly processed sweeteners. The next mistake is where coffee habits start interacting more directly with your body's stress system. And many daily coffee drinkers make this one without realizing it. 5. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach every single day. Coffee stimulates stomach acid production. When consumed on an empty stomach, especially first thing in the morning, it can irritate the stomach lining in sensitive individuals. But more importantly, it can trigger a sharp spike in cortisol and blood sugar levels. Over time, repeated spikes like this may contribute to anxiety, energy crashes, and stronger cravings later in the day. Eating even a small amount of food before drinking coffee can help buffer these effects. Protein, healthy fats, or a balanced breakfast can slow the absorption of caffeine and create a more stable energy response. This small adjustment can make coffee feel smoother and less stimulating for many people. Before we go further, if you found this video helpful so far, go ahead and tap that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Around here, we cut through the noise, keep things practical, and give you advice you can actually use to stay healthy and independent. And speaking of smart health choices, let me take just a moment to share something I've personally found helpful, especially if you're looking for a natural way to support your energy and overall wellness. If you're feeling drained, sluggish, or just not at your best, your body might be missing the essential nutrients it needs to thrive. That's where Moringa Magic comes in. Moringa is known as the miracle tree for a reason. It's packed with over 90 essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help fuel your body from the inside out. This powerful superfood has been used for centuries to boost energy, enhance digestion, support immunity, and promote radiant skin and hair. What makes Moringa Magic different? It's made from pure, carefully sourced moringa, ensuring maximum potency in every dose. Unlike synthetic supplements, this is a natural solution your body actually recognizes and absorbs. Imagine waking up energized, feeling more balanced, and giving your body the nourishment it needs without relying on artificial stimulants. Thousands of people are already experiencing the benefits of Moringa Magic. Don't miss out on transforming your health. Click the link in the description now and take the first step toward a healthier, more vibrant you. Now, let's move into the final 4 mistakes, because this is where the effects of coffee can begin interacting directly with your cardiovascular system. 4. Ignoring how coffee affects your blood pressure. Caffeine can temporarily raise blood pressure. For some people, particularly those already dealing with hypertension, this increase can be significant. While occasional spikes may not be dangerous, repeated daily increases can place added stress on the walls of your arteries. Over time, that extra strain may contribute to vascular damage. This doesn't necessarily mean you must give up coffee completely, but it does mean paying attention to how your body responds. Some people find that reducing the strength of their coffee or limiting the number of cups they drink can help keep blood pressure more stable. But blood pressure isn't the only system that caffeine can influence. Coffee can also affect something essential for healthy aging: your mineral balance. 3. Drinking too much without replacing minerals. Coffee can increase the excretion of minerals such as magnesium and calcium. As we age, our bodies naturally become more vulnerable to bone thinning and muscle tension. If mineral intake isn't adequate, long-term high caffeine consumption may contribute to bone density concerns, particularly in individuals already at risk. And strong bones aren't just about posture. They're about mobility, balance, and independence later in life. Magnesium, calcium, and potassium all play important roles in nerve function, muscle relaxation, and cardiovascular health. When these minerals drop too low, people may experience muscle cramps, fatigue, or irregular heart rhythms. Making sure your diet contains adequate mineral-rich foods can help balance the effects of caffeine. But the next mistake involves something that many coffee drinkers have experienced, yet often ignore. 2. Ignoring heart palpitations after drinking it. Some people notice fluttering, skipped beats, or a racing sensation in their chest after drinking coffee, and they brush it off. While occasional palpitations may not always signal danger, repeatedly triggering them with stimulants is something that shouldn't be ignored. Caffeine increases adrenaline levels. In sensitive individuals, this stimulation can affect heart rhythm, sometimes subtly at first and then more frequently over time. For people who experience palpitations, reducing caffeine intake or switching to lower caffeine options can sometimes improve symptoms significantly. Monitoring how your body reacts after drinking coffee can provide valuable clues about your cardiovascular sensitivity. But the final mistake on this list may be the most dangerous of all, because it keeps people trapped in a cycle that slowly drains their health. 1. Relying on coffee to mask chronic fatigue instead of addressing the cause. This is the trap many people fall into. They feel tired, so they drink more coffee. But the real cause of that fatigue, poor sleep, nutrient deficiencies, chronic stress, or an underlying health issue, never gets addressed. Over time, the cycle becomes self-reinforcing. More coffee leads to worse sleep. Worse sleep leads to more fatigue. Fatigue leads to more caffeine. Eventually, the body pays the price through increased stress hormones, unstable blood pressure, and added strain on the heart. Coffee becomes a bandage, not a solution. Persistent fatigue is often a signal that something deeper needs attention. It may relate to sleep quality, nutritional deficiencies, hormonal changes, or chronic stress. Using caffeine as a constant energy crutch can delay addressing these root causes. And over years, that pattern can quietly accelerate aging. Coffee itself isn't the villain. When used wisely, it can absolutely be part of a healthy lifestyle. But habits that seem harmless can slowly work against you when they're repeated every single day without awareness. The good news is that small adjustments to how you drink coffee can make a surprisingly big difference for your sleep, your heart, your bones, and your long-term health. Which of these coffee mistakes caught you off guard the most? Was it drinking coffee on an empty stomach, adding too much sugar, or relying on it just to push through fatigue? Share your answer in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else realize they've been making the same mistake without knowing it. And if this video made you rethink how you drink coffee every day, consider sharing it with a friend, spouse, or family member who loves their coffee as much as you do. A small habit change could make a big difference for their health. And if this video made you rethink your daily coffee habits, you'll definitely want to see what happens when you add one small but incredibly powerful food to your routine. In the next video, I show you how sardines can supercharge your health, but only if you avoid a few shocking mistakes that most people make when eating them. Click here to watch it now.